Oh, I'm going to have a quick tech check. See that I'm actually live on here. Yep, I am. Welcome to my face. Whose thoughts are you actually worried about? This is something that I bump into at some point along the line with all the clients I work with. Up comes this fear of what other people may think. So I'd like to dig into this because I know it's a common problem that people bump into. I know it's a tussle that people have. So we're going to look at it in 3 parts, right? Number 1 is, you know what happens when you assume, right? So this is, I would say, one of the biggest points to consider. That often you don't actually know what people think in the first place. And there's interesting adaptations to this, and then sort of changes in behavior based on the assumption that's there. So when we assume, we all know that little acronym. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. And much like an ass, it can keep people away, or it can be something that we hide. So this is, in my experience, something that happens for people. Either they avoid something because of the assumption of what people may think, or there's a behavior of saying, oh, I don't care what people think anyway. So it's almost like a defensive response against the assumption without even knowing in the first place. So it's much easier to just ask. Why not ask? Why not ask? Oh, I've got these things coming up on my screen. Let me get rid of these. Why not just ask what people think as opposed to sitting behind those assumptions? Sitting behind those assumptions does tend to result in us just adapting to things that may not even be real in the first place. So why not just ask? Second part is, if we're not prepared to ask, we've got no chance to actually explore where those assumptions are coming from. And one of the big things in my own experience is that we're not actually talking about what other people are thinking. And this is an important bit to just get your head around. Often, you're not talking about what other people are thinking. You're just reacting to secretly what you may think. Okay, so let's say we do take that step. We do have the confidence and the courage to just ask, to deal with whatever feedback we get, because ultimately we don't know, right? We may find that people say something really nice about us that we're not expecting. Why would you not want to know that? We may find that people tell us something we don't like. But this moves us into the next bit, which is being told something we don't like is only a problem if on some level we actually believe it about ourselves anyway. I know it's not comfortable to admit. I know it's not comfortable to hear. It's not easy to chew on or sit with. But the words of another only really impact us if on some level we actually believe them in the first place. So that's where actually asking someone what they think and receiving feedback that maybe you're not comfortable with is a fantastic way to just start to peel back some layers, to see where we're still holding judgments of ourselves that are kind of keeping us stuck, creating a level of conflict within our experience. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think you do know what people think, even though you don't ask. Maybe you've got lots of assumptions about what someone's facial expression or tone of voice can mean. All these assumptions of what people can think appear in a lot of different ways. So it'd be interesting to hear, what are your little triggers for your assumptions about what people think? I'll catch you in the next one, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.